It's Sunday, the 20th of September 2015. This is a chart for Northern Star Resources. I think I put a chart up about a month ago for Northern Star, and I talked about this zone around $1.90, $2 as a support level. And it tested that level quite strongly for a few weeks with the gold price pressure in US dollar gold price anyway. And it really came under. You can see here, and there was a lot of gyration here, quite a bit of volume as well, being absorbed, which was similar to this move earlier in the year where it was absorbed for a few weeks, and then really rocketed out. And that's what's happened this week. You can see that this move here has been repeated quite well, and it's really come out of this little downtrend quite strongly. It looks like it's going to come back and test this old high around 250, 260. It's a little bit gappy here, which sort of worries me in one way, but it does remind me also of this when the stock re-rated toward the end of last year, and it moved from $1 to $2 in the space of a few weeks. You know, I feel like there might need to be some sort of fundamental shift in the fortunes of the company, maybe another acquisition or sort of company-defining move to break above this old high. But I feel like when it breaks above there, it's going to move quickly. You can get left behind pretty easily in this stock. It's looks pretty bullish again. I think I talked about this. It did look like a potential head and shoulders formation for quite a while. You can see there was a left shoulder here ahead, and then sort of this complex right shoulder that looked like it might break down. But the fact that it's held for this almost this entire year, when you look back at a lot of old charts, you see companies, really successful companies that have these sort of moves, and then they don't retrace. They'll stay in a straight line for 6 to 9 months gyrating, and then when they break out again, they're going to repeat this move that was the re-rating of the company. So it wouldn't surprise me if this breaks above 250 to see 350 pretty quickly. But just it's going to either require a fundamental shift for the company, or potentially gold stocks coming back in favor, which is possible with the Fed announcement this week, and the gold price looking quite bullish. The US dollar gold price, strangely, the US dollar gold price is really what's driven this up this week, despite the fact that the Australian dollar gold price has fallen from where it was a couple of weeks ago, where it was up around 1630, 1650, and Northern Star was $1.90, $2. So that sort of proves that even though Northern Star was making more money at when the gold price is up around 1630 in Australian dollars, it's really about sentiment that's driving this stock, and the US dollar gold is the sentiment that matters. So if sentiment keeps coming there, I expect that investors will start to look more at the gold sector, and Northern Star is probably one of the main beneficiaries of that, being the best in class, I think, on the ASX. So I think any pullback is still a buying opportunity. If it comes back to this $2 zone, I think that's definitely looks like a good zone to buy, but you can definitely get left behind pretty quickly. So I continue to hold this stock, and I don't have any intention of selling unless the fundamentals really shift.